Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review My Childhood, My Country, 20 Years in Afghanistan. And this is a new documentary from filmmakers Grabsky and Shoaib Sharifi. And this film focuses on the life of a young boy through young adulthood over the course of the 20 years since the invasion of Iraq and the attack on 9/11. And this film is very interesting in the fact that obviously it's a very personal story about this child, but it has this grander scope of all the geopolitical issues that have happened over the past 20 years in terms of Afghanistan. And obviously this is coming out at a very interesting time because this film was releasing obviously without knowing what was going to happen in Afghanistan very, very recently in terms of the Taliban taking over. And this gives all that perspective. Like, film starts off with, like, you can hear Tony Blair speaking. And it's just, like, kind of setting the tone here. And it is a very intimate and very passionate film about this young boy and his life and what he's gone through over the course of all these years, while mixed with all of the grander political issues with clips from political leaders and global leaders and all the different things that are going on. This film is very moving and emotional and impactful in the way that it looks at this young boy and really sees his life, what he's been through. And also, it hits a chord in terms of the grander scheme of things because this is something that a lot of people can relate to, especially as somebody who grew up, who was just 10 years old when this all happened. And in terms of 9/11, and now I'm turning 30, and it's been 2/3 of my life. This has been an issue at the forefront of the news, and it still is today. And the film might be a little choppy, a little imbalanced, and the pacing might be a little bit off in terms of balancing all these different kinds of things that it's trying to approach in this film, and also trying to make sure that it's painting a broad and big perspective picture here. Might be biting off a little more than it can chew. But in the end, this documentary is a very powerful and moving film that I think will hit a lot of people in very special ways, especially with how relevant and poignant what this film is trying to approach. So I would definitely recommend checking this out, especially if it might be a little too relevant at this moment. But I think it's important to check out and see this particular story. So those are my thoughts on My Childhood, My Country, 20 Years in Afghanistan. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.